Hey guys, it's Ryan with Big Dog Investing. Thank you guys for tuning into my channel. If you guys could do a couple of things for me, if you guys can go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you guys have not done so already. Click the bell notification down below so that YouTube can send you guys notifications whenever I release videos. Watch my videos all the way to the end. And if you guys could share my videos and share my channel with anyone, I'm trying to grow my channel as much as I can, and I definitely need your guys' help in doing so. Getting started today is going to be Wednesday, February 8th. Uh, the total market cap for all cryptocurrency right now is currently $1,056,000,000,000. This is a 2.68% decrease. And we're going to talk about the reasons why later on in the video. I know I talked about yesterday how the State of the Union, even though it was a terrible look on both sides on the acts and I guess, word choice of members of Congress on both sides of the aisle. There was really nothing negative that was said about the economy. There wasn't a lot of speculation that the economy was going to take a turn for the worst. So that's the reason why I talked about how I thought that stocks and crypto were going to be going up. Crypto did take a hit today, though, because there was a rumor right now that's being spread around, and it's being spread around by a lot of influential people in the crypto space. So I'm thinking that this is going to be true. And that's what caused the massive decline today. I do see later on, though, we are going to see a run up, but we are still above the $1 trillion market cap. Make sure you guys tune in all the way through the video and we'll talk about it. It has to deal with staking and possibly a ban on staking. But there's a lot of information that happened today that we're going to go over. Bitcoin right now is currently trading at $22,618. Ethereum is trading at $1,629. And XRP right now is currently trading at 39.19 cents. Getting into our crypto bubbles, the biggest gainers on the day, RPL, which is Rocket Pool's up 9.6%, LDO, Lido DAO's up 7.7%, and Hex is going to be up 6%. The biggest losers on the day, AGIX down 17.3%, RNDR 17%, and then Sand, which is Sandbox, down 13.6%. The biggest losers, the three that I just talked about, had the biggest run-ups in the last week. And that's the reason for their massive decline compared to the rest of the crypto space. But also, some cryptos go up when they're negative. That's what I've kind of noticed about LDO, Lido DAO, and Rocket Pool. When crypto itself goes down, the majority of coins, those two coins tend to go up, and then vice versa. As the rest go down, those two go up. Again, no financial advice. I'm not trying to swing trade. I'm not going to buy anything in hopes to sell it right away when it goes up 5 or 10%. I'm in crypto for the long haul. But you guys make your guys' own investment decisions with your guys' own money and take your guys' own risks. Getting into our Watcher Guru news, Revolt launches Ethereum and Cardano staking to hit its 25 million users. This was a great news for the crypto space and crypto users who use Revolt. But we'll talk about the staking ban that possibly could be coming up here in the near future. We'll talk about that towards the end of this video. Binance market shares increased to 55% of the world's spot crypto trading in January. So this is really good news. If more markets keep, more individuals keep investing in the crypto space, and Binance is obviously dominating that. As long as Binance stays popular, and basically not corrupt and doesn't fall like the FTX exchange does, I do see crypto still going up. If Binance crumbles for any reason, crypto will drastically drop fast, but I do see that crypto will stay afloat. Now, it's not speculation that I think that Binance will ever crumble, because I don't at all. I know a lot of people didn't see FTX. I never used the FTX exchange, though. It just didn't catch my interest. I didn't trust a lot of things about it. I do my own investigations into exchanges. My top exchange that I like to use is Binance. The second one is Coinbase, though I do think that Coinbase is a lot more user friendly than Binance. I trust Binance more than I trust Coinbase. It's just the user-friendly capabilities of Coinbase is what I like most. And Coinbase is the very first exchange that I've ever used. But I don't keep any of my money on exchanges. I end up buying a ledger and have all of my cryptocurrency on a ledger currently, which is a cold storage wallet. And I'd highly recommend you guys getting one if you guys do invest in cryptocurrency. Because if you guys don't have your guys' coins on your guys' own ledger, there's a saying in crypto, not your keys, not your crypto. So you technically don't own your own crypto if it's left on an exchange, just in case anything happens. That exchange can sell off your crypto to basically stay afloat. Just in FTX paid 20.3 million to lawyers in the first months of its crypto bankruptcy case. So John Deaton ended up saying this. He ended up posting about it because this guy, Meta Lawman, Sullivan and Cromwell bills 7.5 million in the first 19 days of FTX work. The FTX debtors have hired a host of other law firms, consultants, and bankers. The creditors committee has its own lineup, all paid for by the creditor slash victims of FTX. Welcome to the U.S. bankruptcy process. And in my opinion, this is really crazy because the people and uh, mainly the guys like you and me, if you guys ever invested in FTX, number one, I'm sorry that what you guys are going through, but two, it's ridiculous that the investors like you and me would have to pay for these lawyers and pay a ridiculous amount of money. This is why I hate the United States and the way that it deals with bankruptcy, the way that it deals with a lot of injury claims. And the biggest one that I don't like is how we basically like have lawyers on billboards like get off I can get you off your DUI for $10,000. Hire me now. And it's just like, why are we basically supporting people to go drink and drive because you can get them off of that case if they commit a crime? And in my opinion, that's just ridiculous. And if you disagree, I'm sorry, but that's just my personal opinions on things. But John Deaton ends up saying, I'm sorry, but as someone who's been around some of the best and brightest lawyers in the world during the last 25 years, on both the plaintiffs and defense sides, I have yet to meet lawyers worth this kind of money, almost $400,000 per day. Genevieve Roach talks about this also. Lawyers and advisors are working with the FTX bankruptcy have billed the company 19.6 million in just 51 days. That's $384,000 per day. So I'm going to be posting all of these Twitter threads and possibly articles in the comments. So if I post a thread, you'll have to just scroll down and you'll just have to click on the article for your guys' sources. But I try to keep all of this available for you guys because I do highly recommend that you guys go and do your guys' own research. This one is not really like a huge issue, but self-proclaimed Bitcoin creator Craig Wright loses Bitcoin copyright claim in UK court. This doesn't really affect the markets right now. Robinhood reports a net loss of 1 billion in 2022. And in my opinion, I dislike Robinhood a lot. I know some people use it for cryptocurrency. But after the whole AMC and GameStop scandal that they had, where they froze all buying and selling of that specific stock, I definitely took all of my money off of Robinhood and currently don't own any stocks. And I don't see myself owning any stocks in the near future. Just in Twitter, down worldwide, users unable to tweet. This was tweeted via the developer API. Clients are unable to tweet. As of right now, I don't currently tweet right now. I'm going to try to get my social media platforms rolling. But I've just been so busy because I'm a full-time high school teacher that I haven't been able to do a whole lot other than posting just my daily video updates. But there were reports that Instagram and Facebook all were also having issues, but that's unconfirmed. But because Watcher Guru commented on it, I comment because he's a trusted source in the crypto space. Justin, Twitter launches 4,000 character long form tweets. In my opinion, this is really good. This is so individuals who want to post a lot of information don't have to do the Twitter threads where they basically link and then go one of one, one of two, one of three, and go all the way down. And then if somebody comments in between, you have to highlight a certain one to make sure that they stay in order. In my opinion, this is a really good look on Twitter, and more people will think it's more user friendly because of this. This is the biggest news, and we'll talk about it later on down the video in this tab right here. But Coinbase CEO says he heard rumors that the SEC wants to ban crypto staking. This was reported on Watcher Guru about 7 hours ago, but it didn't get picked up by a lot of mainstream investors or influencers until about 4 hours ago, and that's when the massive price declined. So, we'll talk about this here in a second. I do want to give a shout out, though, to one of my followers. He ended up commenting, Travis, talked about having the brightness, the white background was really too bright, and told me where to find it, and I can put it into night mode, which I did. So thank you, Travis. I want to just make sure that I do appreciate you guys, and if you guys have any ideas or I guess, strategies or things that you guys want me to do with my channel that would benefit you guys, let me know in the comments and I will make accommodations as needed. If you guys prefer the white, let me know. But as of right now, because Travis asked me, I'm going to put it in this night mode for now. And I think it's kind of cool, the black or dark background in the back. Um, there's a House committee that met today on the Twitter, and everything, the scandals that were going on, basically about the suppression of the right side. And we'll talk about this right here. U.S. Rep AOC says Hunter Biden laptop story is half fake. They talked about how the Twitter panel was four ex Twitter execs, and they were asked several questions about basically amplifying tweets, de-amplifying tweets, shadow banning, and stuff like that. And basically, when AOC says, basically this is a ridiculous. We could be talking about healthcare. We could be talking about Social Security. We could be talking about helping the economy, the Green New Deal, all of this stuff. Instead of sitting here talking about a fake story, about a half fake story, sorry, because she can't lie under oath or lie in Congress. She has to say half fake because she doesn't know what she's talking about. But the FBI had this laptop for over a year and basically just kept it on a shelf and didn't say anything up until after the election came out and was like, oh yeah, this laptop. And basically there's not a lot of information that's come out about this, unless you guys actually do some digging, which I highly recommend you guys doing on it, because you will find a lot of information about it. But basically Twitter was coming out and basically suppressing the right side, and this is just a really bad look, because the left propagated this Russian hoax, Russian propaganda, how Russia was colluding with Donald Trump getting into the election. And, it happened in 2016 and was going to happen in the 2020 election. That's why, not even just Twitter, but Meta and possibly YouTube are going to be, put under oath on this, and they're going to have more committees about this. And this is really important that our government talks about this. But we're not going to get any more. If you guys want to, you guys can watch these videos, and I would highly recommend you guys just googling YouTube, the House Oversight Committee on Twitter, and you would probably find a full long video on that. If I can find one, I'll post one in the comments. It'll be the first comment, or not the comment, the first link in the description of the video. I'll do that for you guys. Zach Rector ended up commenting on this. If you guys don't follow him already, I highly recommend you guys do. He tries to help out the XRP community as much as he can, and he has a lot of good information. So I listen to him a lot, and then I talk about some of the stuff that he talks about. But he talks about this guy Fred. Thoughts that Ethereum was safe from the SEC. Please follow this case rather than tell the court that Ethereum is not a security. SEC Gov is begging the court to dismiss the case on procedural grounds. Basically, he's talking about how Ethereum right now is, there's a case against Ethereum, and the SEC is basically telling the court, hey, dismiss this case for us because this will give us a bad look. And this is just another Ethereum free pass. There was a speech that was given about Ethereum getting a free pass, saying that it's considered a commodity and not a security, along with Bitcoin. But every other cryptocurrency, could be at risk of being a security. And in my opinion, that was a big joke. And now this is the SEC trying to save face by basically coming out and trying to get rid of this case, throw it underneath the rug before it can actually hit trial. So this is a really bad look. So thank you, Zach Rector, for bringing awareness to this, and thanks, Fred, for being able to do this as well. Digital Perspectives came out and said, remember this one 2 years later, in the SEC versus the Ripple case, and the countdown is on. The thought of being a liquidity provider and never having to sell your XRP is pretty amazing. We're so close to finding out. So you guys can read this really quick, but they talk about, this information where, basically if you guys have XRP, you guys can use that XRP in a liquidity network, and you guys would receive like a percentage of the sales of whatever gets sold. And it's a very low percentage, but you guys would receive basically like an APY of how much money flows through the liquidity of the asset. And it's really complicated, and I'm still having trouble defining out, but I wanted just to comment on this because this is a good look for XRP. as a currency and not considered a security. Coinbase, this is the biggest thing that we're going to talk about right here. So it says, with the recent regulatory spotlight on staking, we're taking this opportunity to build a deeper understanding of staking and its transformative role in process of digital financial transactions. Staking is a method of verifying and securing financial transactions with software code. It's faster, more energy efficient, and accurate. Most importantly, asset holders get rewarded for participating in the verification process. Traditionally, if you purchase something with a credit card or check, it takes a number of organizations to process that payment. Staking leverages a large global commodity of asset holders and validators to strengthen the checks and balances. Running these transactions on code that works on a trust but verify method across a large community of validators is far more secure than placing a trust in a few centralized entities. All of it takes to become part of a validator community is a laptop that runs code. This model is extremely energy efficient and can scale faster than setting up a physical entity such as large data centers. For example, Ethereum, the second largest blockchain after Bitcoin, uses staking. Billions of dollars in complex transactions like lending and payments are processed without any centralized institutions involved. In return, asset holders who stake earn between 3 to 6% APY. Worldwide digital transactions are set to grow from 8.3 trillion in 2022 to 15 trillion by 2027. As a global economy digitizes, being able to verify large volumes of transactions accurately and quickly is indisputable to a sound financial system. Here's why staking comes in. Staking is the potential to accelerate the adoption of digital payments globally because it does not depend on setting up expensive centralized intermediaries. For staking to work successfully, it needs to remain decentralized, neutral, and global. With 4 of 5 Americans using digital payments, the United States stands to lose from driving staking operations offshore and simply cannot sit this innovation out. Read more about staking by visiting the Coinbase Learn today. And if you guys use Coinbase or don't use Coinbase, they have a learning tool where you guys can actually earn crypto rewards from basically watching videos and answering some questions. They get new coins out every once in a while. I'm not going to do a referral code for Coinbase if you guys don't have one already. I would just log in into Coinbase, and as of right now, I'm not giving out a referral code. Maybe eventually I will, but I'm not sponsored, promoted by anything. I just do this for fun. I enjoy doing it. I have a full-time job as a high school teacher, and I just do this just for fun at night, reading the news and sharing it, because I do read the news no matter what, because I'm invested in cryptocurrency. And I thought, you know what, might as well create a YouTube channel on this. So I hope and appreciate you guys tuning in all the way through my videos, because I do give out a lot of information. Uh, with the ban on crypto, Library came out and says it's increasingly obvious that there is a coordinated effort among government agencies to destroy cryptocurrency in the U.S. The question is whether those in with the resources will wake up and fight before it's all over. And this is because Brian Armstrong says we're hearing rumors that the SEC would like to get rid of crypto staking in the U.S. for retail customers. I hope that this is not the case, as I believe it would be a terrible path for the U.S. if this is allowed to happen. And in my opinion, the U.S. is falling really behind in the financial markets. Why are we going to put ourselves in a worse off space financially? We already owe a bunch of money to other countries. Our debt is just ridiculous. We still have to figure out the debt ceiling right now. Our economy is in shambles right now, in my opinion. I know that, the State of the Union says otherwise. President Biden says otherwise. But, inflation's up, prices are up, houses are ridiculous, interest rates are too much. So that's just my personal opinion on things. And now the government hasn't regulated crypto. I mean, the Ripple has been in a court case with the SEC because it got sued for selling so-called unregistered securities, is what they're being accused of, for over 2 years now, and still haven't come out with any type of regulation in those 2 years during the lawsuit. So, it just blows my mind. Eleanor Charette says, Scoop, my SEC Gov sources tell me to be prepared for potentially big announcement tomorrow. Could it have something to do with a Kraken FX settlement following a closed meeting at 2 p.m.? Could settlement terms have industry ramifications? We'll see. So if you guys want to, you guys can click this link and you guys will see what, basically is going on with the SEC's calendar. And in my opinion, this is something to look out for tomorrow, especially if you guys are invested in crypto. I only give out these videos at night, and that's just when I have a chance to be able to talk to you guys, just because that's when I have my free time. Um, and I wanted to leave off with something in a positive note, or a little bit of speculation, but James K. Filan replied to John Deaton about basically this right here. So we'll get a closer look at this. It looks like there's a thing of cheese right here set up with a cardboard box and a stick, and it looks like the trap has been set. We don't really know what this means. There's speculation that's going on right now. So, I just thought it was kind of funny. A bunch of people are saying, what have I missed? What's going on? And as of right now, we don't know. So I'll leave you guys with that. If you guys can't invest with the big dogs, stay on the porch. Have a good rest of your guys' night.